Hi guys, welcome back to the workshop, and we are back on Ewan's Raptor again, his Raptor 90. In the last video we went through it, gave you an overview of what we've got, what we're planning on doing. We left you with a potential comrod issue. We have since spoken to more knowledgeable people than us on these engines, done a lot of research, and basically the people we've spoken to face to face have said, don't worry about it, just run it. So that's what we're going to do, isn't it?
Yep.
We have got a brand new comrod somewhere
underneath the canopy.
I don't know where you put it. Down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have got a brand new comrod for it. We've also got a new backplate gasket for it, and there's a head shim as well. But in general, I think what the plan just now is to basically just get it put back together, start getting things installed, doing basic setup with it, and then ultimately seeing if we can get the engine to run.
Yeah.
I don't know of any reason why it shouldn't run, but time will tell. It's the first time we've played with the, I don't know what type of carb you call it, it's a particular specification number, but it's the one that's got the twin or three needles. It's got a high, a medium and a low needle. Again, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on how to tune them. We just have to play with it, I think. So yeah, first job is going to be getting this back plate cleaned up and the actual mating face on the back there cleaned up, and get the back plate back on with its new gasket. We have to get some new tubing and everything on the tank, get that sorted out and get that installed back in there. So we'll do that and come back to you. So I forgot to mention just in there, that last bit, the fan that's currently fitted hasn't got the placement for governor magnets. We have spoken to our local friendly parts supplier, and he has got several for us to choose from to fit on there that can take governor magnets. But for just now, we're going to wait for that. We're just going to get the engine back installed, get it running, get used to the helicopter, get the helicopter set up, and then retrofit the governor at a later date, once we're happy with everything. We might find there's other things we've got to do to it, which we can do at the same time. So yeah, we're just going to carry on now. Okay, so Ewan's got the engine got the tank replumbed, tank back in, engine reinstalled, exhaust reinstalled back on and connected up to the tank. Glow clip is clipped back on because that's on one of the bolts to hold the engine in. I think the next thing we're going to have to do just now, I've just noticed that one of these flybar paddles, or both the flybar paddles, are not straight relative to the carrier, so we're going to have to be checked in the setup. But I think the next stage is going to be installing the gyro, which you've put somewhere. So this is a 611 gyro. I've never played with one of these before, so it's going to take a bit of setting up on my behalf. But the actual sensor unit is going to sit up here, and then the control unit is going to sit in here. Something like that. We'll have to see where.
It's going to set something like that.
Yeah, it's going to sit something like that. I don't know if we want to have the cables running around the other side so it sits neater, but we're going to figure that out. So that's going to be the next thing. I think what we're going to have to do is actually see about cleaning up all of this crap from here, here and up here, so they all stick down better. And then once we've got that in, we can then start getting a battery, a receiver, and start doing a basic setup on it. As I said, I've noticed here, let's see if I can show you what I'm on about. The flybar is not straight to the carrier. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that on camera, but it's both flybars, so the whole flybar needs moved on the carrier. Yeah, that's going to be the next thing to do, I think. Yeah. Right, so we've had some, well, you can be doing that. So we've had some thinking going on. Ewan's got all these mounting areas cleaned down, got the old foam and stickiness off. So we've now just been looking at where to mount up the gyro. So as I said, the sensor unit is going to go just here, and the actual control box is actually going in place right as we speak, and hopefully not going to be fouling the pitch tray. Yeah, so that should be good. The issue we've been having, or what we've been trying to figure out, is where to run the cabling. It's not going to be easy for you to see, but we've got the tail servo running through here. There's a little clip just at the end of my finger there, which I think the gyro cable can clip to, or clip under, and then we should be able to cable tie the servo lead to it as well, because we need to keep clear of the pitch arm here, and also all the gears. We just want to keep everything clear of that, so we might need cable tie here as well, and then coming forwards we can cable tie into here to keep that neat, and then just loop everything around the front. I think that's the plan anyway. Yeah, I should keep everything neat and tidy. So onwards and upwards. So we think we figured out where the gyro and everything's going to go. The cable run looks as though it's going to work. The sensor and the control unit, whatever the proper word for that is, are stuck in place, double-sided pads. Ewan's just going through and checking the alignment of the paddles, because I noticed they were out of alignment, but they're now true. Yeah,
Should be.
I don't know how well you'll be able to see it on camera, but they should be square going through there. Yep, they're pretty square. Did you check these mixing arms?
Nope.
Because we thought there was a noise coming from one of them, didn't we? Didn't you say you thought you felt a noise or something?
Yeah, but I couldn't find it, so. There's no slop or anything in any of them, so it's just.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll find it at some point.
Maybe it'll come to light.
Hopefully not.
Well, no, it'll come to light. No, we'll hear something or feel movement or something like that. What?
It's that one,
What?
I think. It's not that one. I can hear it and feel it.
There could just be a tiniest little bit of play in it. Well, anyway, I don't think there's anything too drastic.
No.
Hey, so we're happy with that cable run. We've just got to get that clipped in. We'll do that just now while we think about
It's
it. Yeah?
clipped in.
You put it underneath that clip, did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that is under there just now, in there. We've got to check where this is going to go.
It's gonna get put there with a cable tie.
Okay, so that can be done.
So, something like that.
It's also going to be worth getting that looped around and plugged in.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. I think we need to get the battery and receiver in so we can get everything set up and put in the
Yeah,
right
but
place.
you can still plug it in.
Yeah.
That'll plug in. Then you get a short extension lead for this one round into the same place, because it goes into the same place.
But I also need to change the switch where it's going to get put in place. So,
Okay, we can. Why are we changing the switch?
because it's old and we don't know if it's going to work or not, and we don't want to find out the hard way.
What, if it's working?
Yeah.
Or if it fails?
Yeah.
Right, so for the sake of a new switch, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, we've got a switch to replace. Ewan's got a switch to replace. Cabling to connect up. I've already preempted the battery thing. There's a battery cycling.
Oh yeah, I know, I saw.
But it didn't come up great to start with, so we
It
might come to a bit of a grinding stop with it just now.
How are you charging it?
What do you mean how I'm charging
Just
it?
that, what are you charging it at?
At the moment, it's on discharge,
At what?
0.3. So it's just going to discharge slowly.
What were you charging it at?
1 amp. Because that's what those subseas charge at.
I think that particular one charges better at 0.8 because that was the one that was in the 30.
What was it?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Well, we'll see what it comes up as on this next charge. Lost my train of thought now. Yeah, so we'll get this cabling done, get the extension lead put in, get it cable tied in place, so everything's ready for the battery to go in and the receiver to go in. So it's actually been a couple of days since that last bit you just saw. We had the battery cycling a couple of times just to make sure it came up to capacity, and it has done. So we're happy now just to move on and start to get battery installed, receiver installed, and start the setup process. Now, as you can see, the blades are still on. You're just about to take them off because they're getting in our way, and hopefully before the end of this video we can get this engine fired up. We don't want the blades on for that to happen, so we're just going to take them off just now and get them out of the way. Next step will be getting the receiver plugged into some power and getting it bound. You changed the switch, didn't you? Mm-hmm. So it's got a brand new switch in it. Once that's bound, we'll see about getting the throttle servo connected up, and maybe see if we can get it to fire up. Right, so you've got the battery. Is the battery secured in place?
Secured with gravity and a prayer. Right,
so we're going to need a strap around it so it doesn't vibrate off. Did you get the throttle connected up? Is it moving the right way?
I don't know, I just plugged it in and made sure it was
well,
going. I've not set any of it up yet, I've just plugged it in, make sure it was going, make sure it was moving on the right stick with everything, and then I was going to come back to it.
Okay, so let's turn it around so we can see it, I think, if nothing else. And we'll need a Velcro strap or something to go around that to hold it all in place. Because I can see what's going to happen right now. You're going to tip that off, aren't you?
A lot. Because I'm a semi-trained professional.
Okay, so which way round on a typical engine is the throttle lever?
The computer's not working that way. No, it'd be.
It is what?
Well, usually it'd be down the bottom and you push it.
Think about it as clockwise and anti-clockwise.
Yeah, you'd shut it going clockwise.
Right, so which way is it just now?
What do you mean, which way is it just now?
Yeah, so which position is it in just now?
Hopefully fully open.
Right, so is that round the right way?
Depends if that's sat idle or not. Because it's not switched on, so that could be moved.
Well, let's turn it on then, Ewan.
At the moment it's not plugged in. You're in the way.
Why am I in the way? And why is it not plugged in? I thought you said it was plugged in.
Because I think I unplugged it.
So what is plugged in then? There's two other servos plugged in. So you've plugged in the airbourne elevator?
Yeah.
And they're not centred.
I know. I didn't say they were.
Okay, I thought we were just concentrating on the throttle.
So that should, in theory, be fully shut. And that's it, fully open.
Yeah, so it's reversed.
Yeah.
Right, so what you need to look at now, I don't know how well we'll be able to pick up on camera, you first get a torch in there. So in there, or I'm going to get it on camera, but there should be marks on the carb that I showed you. Mm-hmm. So you need to put it mid-stick and make sure it is halfway, on the halfway marks.
That's mid-stick there, so close enough, I would say.
I'd rather have it closer.
So it goes to full throttle, but it doesn't appear to shut fully either.
Right, so this is the point I'm getting at. So you can hear it straining.
Yeah.
So something's not quite right. So set that to mid-stick. Is that accurately mid-stick? And then you need to undo that and see if one spline round, or whichever way, puts it at on the mark halfway on the carb, yeah?
Yeah.
So you've just taken that off, moved it one spline, and it's now closer to the centre, isn't it?
Yeah.
So on there, put the stick to centre stick.
Yeah.
And go into throttle sub trim. And then move the trim to get it centered. Can you see the mark it's got to be on?
Yeah.
Okay, how many units is that?
64.
Quite a few then. Okay, so now what you're going to need to do is go to full stick, one way or the other, and then on the travel adjust, see if you can go any further. Now, you want to watch here to see if it moves anymore. Go back. Keep going back. Okay, go more again. Keep going more. Keep going more. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Okay, we'll stop there. How much is that?
128.
Okay, now we go the other way.
Positive or negative?
Just even more travel. Okay, that'll do somewhere there.
Back it off a bit, or?
Take it the opposite way to what you just did, because we're going to have to play with that end to get it to tick over. Yeah, but you want to make sure you've got the centre right and the top end right for when you do throttle curves. Yeah, and mixtures. At the bottom end, it's not going to go to the mark because you want it to be slightly open to run.
Yeah, that's fine then.
Yeah. Okay. So that's possibly a setup as it's going to need to be to fire it up. Yeah.
Volume 50.
So what we need to do now is get strapped up here and get everything secured out the way. So then get some fuel in it and see what it does.
Yep.
So we'll do that and get it outside. So after an unsuccessful starting of the engine, biggest issue we're having just now is the starter. We've now tried four different methods, and we can't get anything to turn it over properly or suitably, but we're now just checking that the glow plug is actually glowing. If it is, we're going to put it back in with an extra washer underneath the glow plug, trying to reduce the compression just a little bit. Because remember, we did notice that it was, yeah, it's glowing. We did notice that it was tight when turning it over, didn't we?
Yeah.
So if we can reduce the compression just a little bit, I think you'd be lucky to find one on there.
Yeah. Things I don't want to take it up brand new.
Yeah, we have to look through the box and see if there's one. No.
I'm just having a quick look. I know what you mean.
Right, we'll come back to you in a bit.
Get some fuel through it.
Right, take two outside. Glow was glowing. It's now got an extra wash underneath to reduce the compression a little bit. And we'll see what happens.
That's definitely fueling. I'm surprised there's nothing coming out the exhaust. That's what's confusing me.
Yeah. Throttle back. So we're also going to go directly onto the...
Can you hold the tail still?
We're going to go directly onto the engine instead of using the remote glow as well. So we're wondering if that might have been shorting out. This is really starting to annoy me.
Watch your fingers at the end.
What?
Watch your fingers. I don't know why it's doing that.
Up a bit more. So your bottom end's not right yet.
I think that's the bottom end needle, not the bottom end on here.
No, I meant your throttle. You brought it back and it killed it straight away.
Yeah, I think that's the needle on there. Cause
No, I don't think it's a needle. If you let me finish, I think it's your bottom end travel. It's too far back, so it's killing it too much.
Yeah.
I also think it's still very rich. And you said it spooled up when you went to a slightly higher RPM by itself. So that says to me that the mid-range needle is too lean. So we need to richen that off a bit. But I think for now, that is probably as far as we need to go.
Yeah.
The engine does run. It sounds like it's got a bit of poke to it. How hot's the back plate?
Cold. It's got a bit of heat to it, but I'm holding my finger there. It's not burning it.
Yeah, so it's not that lean at the moment, which is a good sign.
I think it is still a bit lean though, because it's not as cool as I think it should be.
Well, what we need to do now, the engine's run, we've proven that it's run. We now need to get it to a stage where it's set up. We can't do anything with the throttle curves.
Why?
Because we can't run it yet. We can't even attempt to take it to the field or run it up. Yeah, so I'm not worried about throttle curves or anything like that. All I want to do is now we've proven the engine that it runs. Bottom throttle position is kind of right, but that's going to change with tuning as well. So the next thing we need to do is get everything installed, get it set up, and then have it flight ready, so we can take it out to the field and actually have the blades on it and spin it up and see what it's doing with the load on it. Yeah, and see what RPM it's doing as well.
I'm still confused why we can't put the throttle curves and pitches and stuff on it.
Oh yeah, we could put a throttle curve on it just now. We could do something basic, but we can't do anything finite. You know, we can't do anything that's accurate. It's just a linear curve just now.
Well, yeah, but it's going to have a governor as well, so.
At some point, but not necessarily straight away. So we might want to do the test hovering without a governor.
Yeah, yeah. Once we've done the test hovering with the basic stuff, just to get it up in the air and get it doing its thing, it would just be basic curves. But then before we actually start flying it, I want to get a governor into it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think we've come to the end of this video just now. We have got an engine that's running. Yeah, turn it off is a good idea. We've got an engine that's running, we know that's good. We now got to go on to the next steps of setting it up properly, getting everything connected up, getting everything neutral, getting all the pitch curves looked at and checked out, all the cyclics. Give it a nut and bolt spanner bash, but I suspect that will come in the next video. But if you're liking this sort of content, give us a thumbs up. Any comments, questions, queries, put them in the description, in the comments below. But until next time, we'll catch you later.
Bye.